You can only imagine the conversations that I have with titas and titos trying to explain to them, but hindi ako doctor, but hindi ako nurse, hindi ako lawyer. But it is what it is. It's okay. We made it through second year, and that's on that.
Hi, my name is Hannibal and I am a Year 3 dental student studying at King's College London.
Hi, my name is Misha. I'm from the Philippines and I go to the University of East Anglia where I'm the president of the Filipino Society. I take English literature with creative writing.
My name is Joey Jamar. The university I go to is Royal Holloway University of London, but don't be mistaken, it's not in London whatsoever. The course I'm currently studying is biomedical sciences.
So my name is Sunny. I study film and television production, and I'm going into my second year.
What is your favorite thing about your university?
My favorite thing about my uni is probably the environment, because on the one hand it's a very small rural town and it's a great and conducive environment for learning because you get a lot of focus and you get a lot of work done. But at the same time, it has a great nightlife if you go into town, and there's great places to hang out with friends, meet new people, eat, drink, and I like that balance between the two.
First thing is the Founders Building. So the campus itself kind of looks like Hogwarts. So, I mean, there's not much to say. You know, it looks like I go to a wizardry school, but I don't.
There's a large variety of different kinds of people that you get to meet, both within your course and within the university itself. There's also quite a lot of societies as well that you can attend. So there are societies within the dental faculty as well, which allows you to network and to build connections with both industries and with professionals working in the field. But there are also other societies that you can kind of branch out into, which allows you to get a break from the dental course itself. So for example, there are sports societies, Pokemon Soc, Plant Soc.
And the second thing is that my uni is quite small, so the fact that like I could just be walking down the street, walking around campus, and I could just see someone around and I can always say hi. I can never really just be bored at my uni.
Can you tell us why you decided to join your university's Filipino Society?
First and foremost, I didn't know that there was a Filipino Society at Greenwich until a family friend of mine told me that there is one. Funny thing is, he doesn't even go to Greenwich. Yeah, and I just wanted to like meet new Phillies, have fun, vibes, eat good food. Obviously, we weren't able to do that because of this pan de coco, but yeah, hopefully we'll be able to do that more this academic year.
I grew up in the Philippines. I've lived there my whole life, and so coming to Norwich was a really big culture shock for me, and so I wanted to be surrounded by people who I was familiar with and who'd understand, Filipino cultures and traditions. And I was essentially looking for a home away from home, and that's exactly what I found.
And for any freshers worried about the amount of work they'll have to do, can you tell us a little bit about what your workload is like?
A typical week would be dependent on the timetable. So typically in a week I'd have clinics on Mondays, then the lecture block on Tuesday, and then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday are dependent on if I have other tutorials or other clinic sessions scheduled.
Your workload can sometimes depend on the course you're taking. So during the week, I have lots of readings. So sometimes I'd have to read 2 novels a week and a 30-page critical essay and something. But there are also some weeks where it's not. So there's sometimes a good balance between the workload, and it's also up to you to find that work-life balance.
Mainly because I think I was in first year, so there wasn't much to do, and also because labs couldn't run because of
pan de coco,
and also a lot of the stuff was online, so it was just mainly like quizzes and stuff like that, and we didn't really do much essay based stuff anyways, so it wasn't too much. But hopefully next year I hope it increases, but at the same time I don't.
Describe your perfect day at university.
A perfect day for me would depend on whether it's a lecture day or a clinic day. For a clinic day, the perfect day would be getting to Guy's campus before 9 a.m, which is when my session starts. The reason being is that the lifts get quite busy, and with the social distancing protocols in place, it's important that you kind of get there early Clinics normally last from 9 until about 12:30, 1:30. And then you've got an hour lunch. During that lunch, I'd like to go to floor 30 because it's quite a quiet place to eat and there's quite a lot of space. And then after that is clinic as well until 4:30, and then I go home. And then I'd like to catch up or write reflections because we're having to reflect on kind of our performances for the day during clinics. A perfect day for a lecture day would be, again, getting up before 9, probably having coffee and then breakfast, and then getting started on the lectures. I kind of like as well to pre-read, so I kind of do that. And then all our lectures are pre-recorded as well, which allows you to kind of stop, rewind, and then kind of research more. And yeah, if you ever see me on campus, take the time to say hi.
What is the one secret that you think freshers ought to know?
A secret that UEA freshers need to know is probably if you want to go out to the LCR, the A-list, or Damn Good, is always buy your tickets in advance, even like a week in advance. Because when I was a fresher, my flatmates and I would always buy our tickets last minute, and most of the time it would be sold out, so we wouldn't be able to go out. So always buy your tickets in advance if you want to have a good night.
What is the social scene like at your university?
So the social life in general, like I just said, like it's always fun. Like you can always meet up with someone, even unintentionally. You could always just meet up with someone. And one thing about it is that you don't really have to do much. People kind of find you, you find people, and it's not that hard to meet new people as well. I'm at uni because everyone's so friendly and no one's really kind of like the judgmental. Obviously there's the 1 or 2 people, but like you can just ignore them. You can just, never speak to them again.
What is the best place to go out?
There are quite a lot of restaurants and places to eat out at. So you've got Borough Market, which is down the road. There's Itsu, Usabi, other restaurants, Leon. Or if you want, you can also take the train because we're quite close to the train station as well.
Okay, this is one thing I don't like about my uni. My uni is in a small town, which means we don't really have much to do. I guess the best place to go for like a night out or just have fun is probably medicine, which is part of the SU, because you generally meet so many people there and you have such a fun time being there. I work there, I know what it's like. It's great, unless you want to go out of your way, so you can go Staines or London.
Ooh, if you like Korean fried chicken beers at New Malden, so good. The fries are really good, the onion rings are really good, and soju is good. So did I say that? Soju is really good. Other places, Greenwich is a beautiful place. Wow, I'm really out here trying to promote my uni. Greenwich is a beautiful place. Greenwich Park, the pillars where the clock is, very beautiful. Yeah, come to Greenwich.
And finally, so that other people can learn from your mistakes, what is the number one mistake that you made as a fresher?
One thing I have to say for new freshers is save your money. You can pretend to be drunk. You don't always have to be, out and about every night. That was my mistake because that kind of set me up for the whole year being like, I have no money.
The number one mistake I made as a fresher was probably not getting to know my course mates well enough. When I was a fresher, I bonded a lot with my flatmates and the members of the Filipino Society, and so I disregarded a bit my course mates. And I wish that I hadn't done that because it would have been great to, have friends in my course who understand, my workload, and someone who I could message if I needed help with an essay or any other summative. So yeah, get to know your course mates, everyone.
Do your readings, make notes. It will help you. It will actually help you when you have to write essays, your coursework and stuff. It will just save you so much time.
Don't worry too much if you haven't found your friends within the first few months of uni. I didn't really find my friends until later on in the year, and now we're like best friends now. We go and see each other every time, every week or something. I don't know. That you don't always have to stick to just the people you met at the start. You can branch out.